car guy, and a car that hasn't seen the light of day in over 4 decades. It's a story of love of the automobile, perseverance, and... who am I kidding? This is a story about an idiot with zero self-control that couldn't say no to another weird car with a weird history.
Alright, well, I didn't get a whole lot of video of the vehicle itself, but I'll kind of fill you in here. So, that's a 1970 Vauxhall Viva Epic. And I know nothing about it whatsoever, but apparently I now own it. It doesn't have any papers. The original owner of that vehicle passed away, now it's coming to me. So it's pouring rain today. I gotta make some room somewhere to actually park it, but I think we'll be coming back tomorrow to pick it up.
With the deal finalized, all that was left was getting the car home. So our brilliant car guy returned the following day with a truck, trailer, and a friend with equally questionable decision-making abilities. Loading the car onto the trailer started off well, with neither of the boys remembering where the hell the winch controller went. So being careful not to break anything, but failing miserably, they used a tractor and tow strap to drag the old clunker onto the deck. Unloading went about as smoothly. And with that, it was now time to look over the car.
Okay, we got the car off the trailer. Now we get to look it over. I think this is the fuel filter.
GM
British. You have to clarify that. Still trying to figure out how the heck this works. So it's got power brakes apparently. This car has front discs, so that was also an option.
This is the front. This is the rear. It's absolutely
It is spotless. It is
Yeah.
spotless.
Good luck getting number 4 spark plug out. That's the heater.
Yeah, we'll deal with that later.
That's the heater core.
I think the coolant's a bit dry. What is this stuff? What the heck are these things?
Points.
No.
It's not bad
It's
at
not
all.
bad at all. Can't find it. Oh, the air cleaner goes on sideways?
Yep.
Someone's living in there. Look at these hubcaps. These are so cool. This is a 2-piece. So you just
That's what we
outer
found.
ring. Yeah, look at that. Crunching. We've got 5 original wheels, including the spare.
I suppose I ought to tell you a bit about the car because our buddy here forgot to. To understand what this car is, we first need to understand why this car even exists. So let's turn back the clock a little. It's the 1950s, and the roads of North America have long been dominated by big American iron. But there's a small, quirky, fuel-efficient machine hailing from the land of beer, bread, and sausages that been steadily eating away at the Big Three's bottom line. That's right, the BMW Isetta. Oh, come on. You can't have actually believed that. I'm talking about the car of peace, love, flowers, and recreational, activities. The much-loved Volkswagen Bug. Having nothing to compete with the plucky little 4-cylinder, General Motors Canada had to do something. But with no compact cars of their own, they looked to their British counterpart Vauxhall for help, and by 1959, cosmetically altered and rebadged Vauxhalls and Bedfords were rolling off Canadian GM and Oldsmobile lots under a new banner. Envoy. So that explains the why. Now how about the what? As 1964 rolled around, it was time to introduce a new car to the ranks, and that car was to be the Envoy Epic. Or was it Vauxhall Epic? Maybe the Pontiac Viva? No. It's a Vauxhall Viva? Okay, let me try clear this up. The new Epic was a rebadged HB Vauxhall Viva that, depending who was selling it, sold it under many brand monikers. You know, just to make things confusing. The HA Epic would hang around the colonies until 1967 when it would be replaced by the new HB Epic. The HB would be sold in 3 configurations, a 2- and 4-door sedan, and a wagon, with multiple trim levels. In standard form, the Epic would be powered by a 1,159 cubic centimeters push-rod engine producing 2,395 duck power, or a paltry 57 horses. On the other end of the spectrum was the Epic and Viva GT, with twin side draft carbs and a 2-liter slant 4 under the hood, pushing out 112 horsepower. Mated to a heavy-duty 4-on-the-floor manual transmission, with front power disc brakes to bring it all to a stop, the GT was the performance sedan you've never heard of. Despite Envoy outselling the homegrown GM Acadian, sales would steadily decline through to 1970. As the calendar flipped to 1971, the Envoy name, along with its Vauxhall counterpart, would vanish from Canadian shores, never to return.
I've never even seen one of these things before. It's been sitting in a barn for over 30 years apparently. This letter was written by the original owner to the mechanic where the vehicle sat. Got an original owner's manual. I mean, look at this, look at this. The plastic is still on the kick panels on both sides. This thing is absolutely incredible. It is so neat.
This particular car is a deluxe, which falls right smack in the middle of the epic model lineup. Despite being covered in spider webs, garbage, and debris from the decades living in a barn, the interior of the car remained in excellent condition. A pile of parts laying on the back seat, an indicator of why it was originally parked. Interestingly, this particular Epic had been factory optioned with the same heavy-duty 4-speed manual and front power disc brakes found on the GT. Residing under the hood is an 84 brake horsepower, 1.6-liter version of the Slant 4, breathing through a single side draft carburetor. Well, it would be, if the carburetor wasn't sitting in the trunk. I should probably point out the footage you've just seen is almost a year old now, and while there's been a lot of work done on the car, which you can follow on the channel, it is still yet to be fired up. Though if you consider this is what the fuel tank looked like. And this was the fuel sender.
Not too bad
And
at
have a
all.
look at the timing belt. Then it starts to make sense, especially when you add the fact the car is a 1970, and by 1971 parts were no longer available, it makes even more sense. This is also why I say our car guy is kind of an idiot. If parts were hard to find in 1971, how does he expect to find them now? I mean, look at this. He built his own freaking fuel level sender. You can check out those videos linked here. I think that's enough for today. Like and subscribe to see if he ever gets the damn thing started.